Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how you shouldn't fail your ASVAB test. And we all know the ASVAB stands for... Is that how this works? You shouldn't fail your ASVAB test because it is really hard to fail. If you can spell your name, you can make a 31 and be in the Army. Like, that's how simple this test is. I have been out of school for 5 years and I managed to make an 81 for my final score on my ASVAB test. So tell me how you have no time and just cannot take 5 minutes out of your day to study for your career, because that's what joining the military is. It is your career. Yeah, if you go to work at McDonald's, it doesn't take a lot of preparation to be a cashier or a cook. You're joining the military to make a career. Like, that is how it works. So you should prepare. Like, that should be part of what you want to do to better yourself. Because the higher you score on your ASVAB, the better jobs you can get. But like I said, I have been out of high school for 5 years and I managed to make an 81 on my ASVAB test because I studied. I downloaded the Asvab Mastery app on my phone, and I think it was like $15 to like buy the whole package. And I studied for like 3 days. And when I say I studied, you can't really study for all the other groups of the ASVAB test because you've got like 5 or 6, and I'll actually like break it down, but you got 5 or 6 little categories in your ASVAB test that you take. But math you can study for. Like, science is so big that you just have to know this stuff. So like, that wasn't my best score, but like I did okay on it because I remembered stuff from school. But math you can study for. You can see what kind of questions are on the test. You can see what kind of questions are on the test. You can Google how to divide fractions or multiply fractions and then learn how to do it. And then when you see the questions on the test, you now know how to do it. Like, that is how simple it is studying for this test. I do not understand how people are failing this test. If you can spell your name, you can at least pass this test. And that's all I'm going to say. Like, no, I never really struggled in high school. But the last 3 years of high school, I was in smart math. I wasn't doing long division. And so, yeah, I had to relearn how to do it. There's no excuse. Like, there's no excuse. I had to relearn how to do long division. And I passed. So if I can do it, you can do it. Especially if you're just now getting out of high school. Where have you been for 4 years? Like, that's embarrassing. And I'm not trying to be shitty, but that's embarrassing. Okay, so I've pulled up the Asvab Mastery website, and it's also connected to that app. So you can do it on your computer, you can do it on your phone. But guess what I can't do at the same time? I can't record on my phone. So I'm scrolling down, and I've already logged in just so you can actually see the different categories. So there's a bunch of different math categories, but I think when you're taking the test, it'll be broken into 2. So you got mathematics knowledge, electronics, auto... I don't know why we're getting fuzzy, sorry. Mechanical comprehension, general science, shop, assembling objects, word knowledge, paragraph comprehension, and arithmetic reasoning. Okay, the maths you can study for because you can see what kind of questions are going to be on the test. But like the general science, it's so general that you can't... Unless you just know the stuff, you don't know it. So it's going to ask you stuff about photosynthesis and like the planets. And you can't just pick up a book and be like, okay, these 3 things are going to be in the science questions. Like, that's not how it works. So science and shop and auto, those are going to be kind of difficult because it's just so vague. But actually, it's not that hard. Auto information, I don't know anything about cars, and auto information was like one of my best scores. Word knowledge is gonna be just literally, do you know the definitions of words? Assembling objects, this is pretty cool. I'm actually just gonna show you this. Okay, to backtrack a little bit, I got out of my progress and went into practice questions so you can actually do them. So what answer shows the pieces connected into a shape? So you're gonna look at these and then you're going to put them in a shape. And so it's kind of difficult, but it's really not bad. I think the 2 times I took it, oh, I've got really ugly fingers. But the 2 times that I took it, because you have to take a pre-test if you've been out of school for more than 5 years, and then you got to take it again when you get to MEPS. So I made a 100 both times I did this. So that one's pretty easy. Okay, so I just got into mathematics knowledge. So these are the kind of questions that you're going to have, sorry it's fuzzy, that you're going to have on your test. So what you should do is Google how to answer these kind of questions and then learn. And what you can do at the bottom, you can skip questions. So I'm just going to pick an answer because I have no idea. I'm going to submit. And if it's incorrect. So then you go down to the bottom and it explains to you, but then you click you don't know. So when you get to all these questions that you don't know and you finish all the questions, because I don't think I mentioned it, but in this app you only get so many questions. And what you need to do is answer all of them, and then the ones that you don't know, you go back and re-answer, because you don't get new questions. Once you answer all the questions, like that's it. You don't get new questions. So just keep going over these questions. So which is the square root of 64? And if you don't know, or yeah, 64. Well, negative 8, because negative 8 times negative 8 is a positive 64. So you submit. And you know it. So now you know. So now you have these brackets up here, don't know or know, and because we clicked don't know, now you can go back and you can study those questions that you don't know. So now it's going to bring up those questions that you don't know, which was that question that we clicked. So then you just can keep practicing those types of questions. Okay, so that's really all I have for you. I know it's kind of a vague video, but all you have to do is study for this test, and I'm literally showing you how. So asvabmastery.com or the Asvab Mastery app. Answer all the questions that you can. Oh, P.S. Everything that you do as far as like notes, it's going to be pen and paper. You're not going to have a calculator when you're taking those tests. So learn how to do long division. Learn how to multiply and divide fractions. All of that's going to be in here because this is going to tell you the types of questions that you're going to have. When you don't know them, go to the don't know category, and it's going to pull up the questions that you don't know. So I'm telling you guys, study, 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 and you can practice those tests. Like there's literally no excuse for not passing. This is what is going to show you your career. Like this is going to tell you what you can do in the military. You need to make a good score on this, guys. I know I was kind of shitty and I really apologize for that, but I need to stress to you how easy this test is. Obviously, it's kind of difficult, but I'm telling you how easy it is because you can pass. It's not hard. Just study. And that's all I have for you today, so y'all have a good day. It is nasty and rainy outside, so my day's kind of shit, but I hope you enjoyed my video. Like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.